So the new update has been revealed, and we know for sure that Captain America is getting a new uniform. So is Captain Falcon, Sam Wilson. We got Wongers, and then we've got Okoye as a new character, Killmonger, and M'Baku. What that means, aside from like everything else, is that we know for sure we're only getting 3 new artifacts, because most of the characters actually already have their artifacts, including Cap, including Wong, including M'Baku. The only ones that are getting new artifacts for the first time are Captain America Sam Wilson, and it'll actually be really important to see how strong his artifact is, because it'll inform you as to whether or not they intend to keep him a support, or if they want to make him like an actual good, strong character in anticipation of his tier 4 next year for the movie. And then, of course, we're going to be getting an artifact for Killmonger, which is probably going to be terrible because he's just getting a naked transcendence. And then we're also getting a artifact for Okoye as a brand new character. But judging by the quality of artifacts lately for free characters and new characters, I gotta say, I'm not terribly hyped. This one's pretty bad for Cassandra. This one for Valeria was not bad. But then we had this one for Sylvie, which was also quite terrible. So yeah, I'm not holding my breath for Okoye. And like I said, I already have M'Baku. So really, it's just Falcon. Really, just Falcon is the only artifact that you know, interests me from the new update. But you know what that means, boys. If all of the artifacts are going to be either, you know, bad or average, they're gonna clog up the pool. It's time. Pull out the VB long necks. Let's go to 8, 3, 5. Let's do it all over again. I've been waiting so long. I was hoping to do this with Null, to be honest with you guys, but because they, like, my thinking is essentially like this. If Null's not coming in this update, then the earliest that he can come is the mid-month for a seasonal uniform. But because of the Abomination leak, and also just because he's a native tier 3, I highly doubt that Null is going to be the seasonal. So maybe Null is going to be the second mid-month or whatever they do, or the next update in November. In any event, the earliest that we could see Null getting a tier 4 and thus getting his artifact revealed is like November 12th or November 19th. That puts his reveal very, very, very close to Black Friday. And on Black Friday, you get access to 6-star artifact selectors. So I'm just going to skip all that jazz, waiting, hoarding for him. And I'm just going to gamble it now. I have 70,000. Yes, right, 70,000 essence here. Oh, we're not gonna auto purchase. Take the auto purchase off. That's a 3-star. Nice. It's a 3-star Scorpion. Very nice. Okay, this saves us a click now. Skipping the scene, having the scene skip, saves us from having to do that tap at the top there, which is clutch AF. That literally cuts the number of taps by 50%. So all you RSI mains out there, you can praise it. All you know, early onset arthritis enjoyers, you live to you know, play the game another day. We got a 4-star Arachnite right here. I think that's an upgrade over a 3-star Arachnite that I already had. But yeah, all of that preamble is basically to say I'm not interested in Killmonger's artifact. I don't think Okoye's artifact is going to be good. And although Falcon's artifact could be great, we really won't be able to utilize it effectively until next year in like May when he gets a tier 4, unless I should be pulling while I'm doing this. But the only way we'd be able to utilize Sam Wilson's artifact effectively now is if he's a support character, if they make his artifact a support artifact. I'm kind of betting that they don't do that because he's like the main MCU character in this movie. Relegating him to a support role entirely seems crazy. Now, before we talk more about Sam Wilson, because I do have more thoughts on him, I do want to shout out to Apocalypse. I'm really hoping they pull his artifact here. There's not a ton of artifacts. Oh, Dazzler. Dazzler's the other big one that I'm fishing for. I'm fishing for any version of Apocalypse's artifact and any version of Dazzler's artifact, because even at the nice thing about Apocalypse, and one of the only nice things I can say right now, besides the fact that I still do want to tier 4 him genuinely, is that his artifact doesn't really gain a ton of value from him being at tier 4. It does gain value. I'm not going to lie to you and say that it doesn't gain any value, but most of the value is just in the effect, and the effect has no scaling from tier 3 to tier 4. Now, there is extra, I think there's extra HP that he spawns with, that he like revives with, That definitely gets affected by his being at tier 4 and getting that big instinct bump. But yeah, I mean, again, the main ability, the main part of the artifact that actually matters is that he revives. So we've got nothing. Oh, I was about to say we got nothing in about 10k, but then we pulled a 4-star Hawkeye. Quite nice. I thought it was going to be Clint. It turned out to be Wong and Captain Falcon. So we were close, but not quite. Now, yeah, so I'm hoping for Dazzler and Apocalypse. I think those are the only ones that I really would like to see right now. A Hulkbuster wouldn't be bad. That'd be kind of cute. Oh, a 3-star Hawkeye after the 4-star Hawkeye. Interesting. I'm also considering tier 4ing Quicksilver, so I guess getting a 5 or 6-star version of his artifact would be nice too. We got a 3-star Phil Coulson there. That's quite spicy. Also, honestly, I haven't said this one in a long time, but an upgrade to my Thor artifact. Getting a 5 or 6-star version of my Thor artifact would actually be really nice, because I think I still have him at a 4-star, and I use Thor so much. He's such a workhorse on my roster. I genuinely may create another video on him soon to showcase what he's doing for me, because he's really carrying me through some dark times. Now, going back to Sam Wilson, because they're making him a support character. If you didn't catch it in the live stream, he's getting a zombie uniform, and it has a support ability that only applies to other zombie allies. So there's going to be a new zombie tag, presumably for, you know, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Wong, and Falcon. I just realized that I was talking about all of the characters that are getting uniforms in the update, and I completely missed Doctor Strange. Okay, good catch. We're only 7 minutes into the video, so if you've been yelling at me and yelling at the camera, the screen for 7 minutes, I heard you. But Doctor Strange also has his artifact already. He got it like 2 years ago, or a year ago. And, ooh, that was a 6-star Gilgamesh. I'm so sorry. I flew by it. I wasn't paying attention. But we pulled a 6-star Gilgamesh. Believe it or not, Gilgamesh was one of the first artifacts I ever used the selector on, because the Eternals were hot when they first came out. Particularly Gilgamesh and Cersei were a very, very potent 1-2 punch in PvP. So I used my 6-star selector on Gilgamesh, his artifact, and I used my 5-star artifact selector on Cersei's artifact. And to this day, I haven't pulled a duplicate except for right now. So that's a cool reroll for another character. I'm not sure who, to be honest. Probably I'll save that for Null, if I'm being honest with you guys. But pretty good pull so far in the first 20k. But we are hoping to see something new here. Oh, that's a 4-star Captain Marvel. You can actually go really fast. If you spam click, you can go really fast. The problem with spam clicking is you're going to probably roll over one of your pulls. So I think what I'll do is I'll monitor the length of the video, and then I'll speed up as necessary so that this doesn't run for too long. But sorry, going back to Captain America Sam Wilson, we were talking about Doctor Strange. Yes, okay. He's getting a uniform, but he is not getting a new artifact, so it doesn't matter. I mean, I would want them to rework Doctor Strange's artifact, because it's kind of bad, and he's a native tier 2, but they're not going to do that. Anywho, Captain America Sam Wilson turning into a zombie, getting a zombie support for all zombie allies. They're not going to obviously keep that effect for his new uniform when he gets a uniform at a tier 4 for the Brave New World movie. And we know that's happening because he's not getting a tier 4 now. That's a 3-star Blade. He's not getting a tier 4 now for this update because Wong is getting the tier 4. And so they're saving it for the movie. That's fine, whatever. But obviously, they're not going to keep him as a zombie for the movie because Anthony Mackie's not a zombie in the movie with Harrison Ford. And so they're going to have to take him out of the zombie, which means they're going to have to take away the tag. And if they take away the zombie tag, then they have to take away the support buff. So, yeah. That being said, I also don't think they're going to make him a support character when they give him a tier 4. They're going to try to make him a big dog DPS. However, that does, bring into question why they're doing this in the first place. People are probably asking, like, Alex, why did they release this zombie uniform and make him a support if they know that they're going to be releasing another uniform? Well, it's a 5-letter word that rhymes with honey. And yes, it's money. It's a pretty cringy dad joke. But yeah, they just want more money, straight up. And they just want to make sure that they release as many must-have uniforms as possible. So that's a 3-star Morgan Le Fay. So if for whatever reason zombies have a buff in this new game mode or whatever, or like the zombie synergy is good, so you want to use Captain America and Doctor Strange or whatever, and then you need to use a third, or maybe you just want to use Doctor Strange, but you want to like juice him to the tits with supports, So you want to use Wong support and Falcon support. That was a 5-star Makari. Wow. So 6-star Gilgamesh and then 5-star Makari. We are cooking with the Eternals here. Sadly, there is no Eternals artifact that I want. Anywho, so, you know, for that reason, they decided to make him a support to make sure that his artifact, his uniform would be as necessary as possible for new players, for like existing players or whatever. Because they look at the update and they're like, well, maybe a lot of people are going to skip Doctor Strange's uniform because he got one last year. Maybe people are going to skip Captain America's uniform because he got one not that long ago. Maybe they pick up Wong's. Who knows? That's a 4-star Silver Surfer. Nice. But they're probably looking at the update and thinking like, man, this could be a skip. So what can we do? Okay, we can make one of these, you know, one of these uniforms that wasn't a support before. We'll turn them into a support. They're not going to turn Cap into a support. They're not going to turn Doctor Strange into a support. So the only choice left, of course, is Falcon. That's a 4-star Black Widow. Pretty good volume of 4, 5, and 6-star artifacts right now. But, ooh, that's a 5-star Beta Ray Bill. I think that's an upgrade. Woo! Very good volume, but just not the right artifacts themselves, right? Like, I do want to see something new. Like, even a 3-star Dazzler, a 3-star Apocalypse, I would like to see. But I don't want this video to run too long, so I want to do, that's a 3-star Kahori. Nice. When we get down to 20K, I'm going to do a little, like, burst mode to get us down to 10K really fast. And then we'll see if anything comes from that. So if you're not watching, you're going to need to start watching here. Because, okay, 3, 2, 1, we're going into burst mode. I'm just going to be tapping this button like crazy and seeing how long this takes. And I'll try to shout out any artifacts we get in the meantime. But it's totally possible that we don't get any. Oh, that's a 4-star Nadia Van Dyne. And that's actually so good. Holy crap. I haven't talked about that artifact in so long. It's a 3-star Shadow Shell. Wow, dude. Okay. I'm glad that my artifacts all spawn in the bottom right-hand corner, so I don't have to look to any other part of the screen. Or I don't have to look at the whole screen. I could just look at that one place. This is slower than I thought it would be. I think it's slow right now because of the... that's a 3-star Hope Summers. I think it's slow because of the personal vault and shit. There's a lot of people in-game. That's a 3-star Silver Surfer. Wow, so 4 and 3-star Silver Surfer. Really can't look away from my screen right now. That's a 3-star Hawkeye. That's the 3rd Hawkeye artifact we pull. 1 4-star, 2 3-stars for the same damn character. Man, I speak that dude's name into existence once in one video, and suddenly he's all over my shit. Crazy. I don't want any more Hawkeye artifacts. That's an Iron Man artifact, 3 stars. That's a 3-star Icon artifact. All right. Not too good, but not too shabby. Come on, we still have time. We still have time. We still have 7K. Get us an Apocalypse or get us a Dazzler here. Come on. Come on. There's too many artifacts that I need to not start using selectors. I don't want to be popping selectors, but I don't have a choice here because I'm not, you know, we're pulling a lot of dupes. This is Dupe City. Dupe City, bitch. Dupe City, bitch. 10, 10, 10, 20s on them titties, bitch. All right. Tyga had 1 good song. 2 good songs. He had Taste and Rack City. That's it. All right, we're getting to the end here. That's a 4-star Mantis? Nice. I mean, man. Okay, done. Cannot complain at all about the volume of artifacts. Truly the spice here with the volume of artifacts. Absolutely breakneck volume of named artifacts. But I have to say, a little bit disappointed. We did not pull... Oh, man, that looks amazing. I got to screenshot that. That looks crazy. Look at all those artifacts. Wow, I filled up the whole damn screen. Jesus. Yeah, so a 6-star, 2 5-stars, and then 2 4, 6, 7 4-star artifacts. That's over 10 4-star plus artifacts. We'll just quickly dismantle the 1 to 3s, and then we'll be able to see exactly what we got, including the garbage 3-stars. So we got a bunch of poo-poo 3-stars there, but then we got some juicy 4-stars. That's by far the best pull we got the whole thing, besides the 6-star. We got the 5-star Beta Ray Bill, which I believe is an upgrade. Yeah, it is an upgrade. Now, unfortunately, Beta's artifact is pretty bad at 21% attack. It only goes up to 2. It only goes up by 2%. It does scale the instinct a little bit higher, so it's probably like 5 or 6% more. But 5 or 6% attack is honestly not a lot. I'm willing to sacrifice that to have a 5-star reroll. This Arachnite one, I believe, is the same thing. Oh, no, it's a chance to dodge plus ignore non-boss. That's a really good artifact, to be honest with you. That's a very strong artifact. Weird that they gave that to Arachnite of all characters, but it is what it is. And then Makari, I believe, yeah, she has a 5-star already. Now, if it didn't happen, but if this 6-star, if this 5-star Makari here that I have unequipped that I pulled, if that was the right instinct, I would wait for an unequip event, and I would pay the 350 crystals to swap it. Because you're basically paying 350 crystals to guarantee the right instinct without having to sacrifice any other artifacts. That's well worth the price of admission. However, we weren't so lucky. And then Gilgamesh. Again, same sort of thing here. He has the wrong instinct, and this is also the wrong instinct. However, if it was the right instinct, I would absolutely wait for an unequip event and pay the 400 crystals. Paying 400 crystals to guarantee the right instinct is very, very, very worth it. But as it stands right now, we're going to just crunch these down and get some extra artifacts of change that we can use. But the one that I want to talk about the most here, oh, you know what? I think Mantis is also getting upgraded. Yeah, hers is increasing damage to heroes and villains. Hers is actually pretty good. If she got a tier 4 and she got like a nice PvP rework, that would be nice. But the one that I want to talk about here is Nadia, because if you guys don't know, so my Nadia has a 3-star artifact, and I would never, ever equip the 4-star, even though it is a heal that applies to all allies. You're like, whoa, Alex, that's pretty good, right? It is. It's not bad, to be honest. But there's a shield archive that I have been, I've been looking at for a long time. And it has, I only have one thing left, I believe. And it's, which one is it? And it requires 3 of something. And the 3 of something that it requires right here. This is the one. Technological Revolution. I get 625 instinct attack, which is probably not a lot, right? Probably not a lot. But if you look at the combined data, oh, it requires Nadia artifacts. Woo, 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 woo. So what Whales did, what Giga Whales did, Giga Mega Whales did, is they went over and they gambled on artifacts, right? They just gambled and gambled and gambled on artifacts with this chest or with the upgrade, with the other, the 1 to 6-star chest. They gambled, and then they just took their tokens and they selected Nadia's artifact 3 times. And then they fed it into the shield archive to get that extra 600 instinct attack. I mean, it's crazy, man. The things that Whales do to get small upgrades in this game are honestly simultaneously terrifying and impressive. So yeah, that's my first one. I'm basically just going to hold on to it until I get 2 more. It's going to take up a slot in my inventory, unfortunately, but I would rather wait and like guarantee it than like never get 2 more and then have wasted that one and burned it in the shield archive. And who knows, maybe if I get desperate enough in the future, I too will, you know, go and spend my tokens. I'm actually like really tempted to go and spend my tokens and pull Apocalypse's artifact at 4 stars. It's not a huge difference between 4 and 6 stars for APOC, but at the same time, that would only really truly work if I was going to tier 4 him. And as much as I want to tier 4 him because I think he's really cool, it's not, man. It's not good. It's not good. I might try my hand here in 40 minutes. At the 6-star version in the collector's vault. It's like a 1 in 1,000 chance or something that I get it, but that's actually honestly not bad. But yeah, I really want them to rework Apocalypse, man. I would tier 4 him in a second if they reworked him. Easy tier 4. I would love to tier 4 him. He looks so cool. It's a shame. I hope they change their mind about that. Anywho, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if your luck was any better. 835, baby. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.